You're floating.
Ridiculous.
You're
Yeah.
all floating.
I'm on the ground. I'm very level-headed.
That means the killer is the clown.
Wait, is that true?
Is that legit?
No.
Okay.
No, but we all do float down here though.
Oh, I got you.
I thought that maybe you played enough games to notice a trend.
Right, I thought there was like a well-known glitch or something where like, yeah, if all the
Yeah.
spiders spawn and they're floating above the ground, that means
Legion.
the killer's a clown, because for some reason his clown shoes just affect everybody in this match.
Not only is it Legion, it's the short female Legion who's shorter than most of the survivors.
This is going to be tricky for Legion. Or like, if we all group together, they might have a hard time. She might have a hard time.
I thought that was Kate!
Ah!
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Legion costume that looks exactly like Feng Min.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is going to be a hilarious nightmare.
By the way, if we do group up, it will be confusing for her, but she won't care because she is Legion.
Yeah.
But then if she stabs the same person twice, though, then that's going to kill her power.
Yeah, but
So-
she has the heartbeat whenever she stabs somebody, remember?
Oh, yeah, to indicate. Yeah, I did forget about that.
It's actually very beneficial for her if we all stick together, so we actually want to not do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's kicking a lot of
Ow.
stuff.
She's not hit someone except... She's not hit anything but a generator yet.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I've got on my Kate here a perk that allows me to see whenever they kick something, and they're just kicking generators over and over. She might have given up. She might have just seen, you know, us spawn in all as Kates and been like, oh, the hell with this. Yeah, she honestly looks like she's not really trying.
Spawning on
We'll see what happens.
Ormond is not a great deal for the Legion either.
Uh,
Oh, what the...
Yeah, I should have mentioned that, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
she's farming.
Okay.
That's 2 in a row.
Oh, you guys
Yeah,
already
we-
played?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
played a
we
match
had a match
against
with-
Billy.
Friendly
Oh,
Billy.
cool.
Yeah, I understand her going for the farm here. She's just like, okay, fuck this.
Yeah. She might start going for kills eventually, or at least hooks. We'll see. But I'm gonna run around and do the, you know how it goes, the pallet deal.
Yeah, someone should also get totems just in case she's got no ed.
Not a bad idea. If I see one, I'll get one.
I will start working on that ASAP. Well, as soon as I get this generator done anyway. I'm so close, 75% of the way.
I'm going to try to
Really good that I'm
maximize.
Kate. It's really good that I'm Kate, so I can see where all the pallets are. That's really helpful for farming.
Is that one of her defaults?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I've switched away from it at some point. I rarely ever use anyone's defaults. Bill and Dwight and Claudette are probably the closest I come to doing so.
Yep.
Alright, here's a totem. I will cleanse it.
I've got another totem as well, so that's 2.
Alright.
I'm gonna forget in 30 seconds, but for now that is 2.
You've gotten 2 already? Or you
Between the
mean
two
this
of
is
us, we
2
have
to
2.
Okay. Gotcha.
Why the fuck does the little detect climbables thing, multiples perk as Kate, let her know where breakable walls are?
That's a good question. I never understood that one.
I guess just to let her know where there's possible entry for the opponent to come in and get her.
I know, but it's like there's nothing you can really do about it as Survivor. You know?
Just to avoid the spot, I suppose.
Totem number 3.
I mean, I
You're
agree.
supposed
It's
to kill her down.
yeah. I don't really think it's all that useful, but I guess it's just that's my guess as to what it's for. It's just to basically be like, well, hey, you know, here's spaces you might not want to, you know, run over to because the killer can come through there.
Yeah.
Also remember the killer can kick gens, so if you light one and then just like walk away, then the killer may want to go over and kick it. Although they did do that with me about 6-8 times, then they eventually moved on, so they might have gotten their fill of. You can only do that too many times before it maxes out, like with anything else.
Yep. Totem number 4.
Oh, good deal.
I haven't done any yet, so...
I only found one.
There we go, now it started. There we go.
The basement is in the killer shack, not the main building.
All right.
Well, there's only one Kate who's not carrying anything, and that's not you.
Okay, good. This person's getting all the destructible stuff upstairs.
Finding the... There's one more totem. I will find it.
I find him.
Is that from something? That totally sounds like it's from something.
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
That
Oh,
movie
okay.
sucked.
That it was all right. I think no it wasn't, but I liked it anyways. But
when I first initially saw it, I thought it wasn't that bad, but the more I sat and thought on it, I was like, no, I don't like this movie.
Without a doubt, the worst thing about the movie is fucking John Kent.
Yes.
Without even, like, for one thing, it's what's his face, Kevin. Oh, help me! The guy who did Robin Hood and didn't bother with the accent, Mike.
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner, not a fan.
I like Kevin Costner. He's very flat, but I like him. I mean, he's not. He doesn't have a lot of emotional range. I won't deny that. But I still find him a compelling actor. I can't really explain why. I like him. He does. He does have a good look. He looks like a movie star. Yeah, he's good in westerns. He was really good in Hatfields and McCoys. If you guys didn't see that, that was really good.
I've never seen it.
What was I gonna say?
That was a TV movie. Very good.
Ah.
Well,
but yeah, I'm sorry. You're talking about Man of Steel.
Yeah. So there's a scene in the movie where, of course, baby Clark Kent gets shot off into space, and General Zod on Krypton is basically being imprisoned between dimensions or some shit.
Yeah.
And he's saying like, "I'm gonna find that baby, goddammit! I will find him!" And, and they kept putting that particular clip in trailers for the movie, and it wound up being kind of a doofy thing of Michael Shannon is otherwise a phenomenal actor, but it's really funny hearing that line delivery constantly of "I will find him."
There's at the end of David Lynch's Dune, Sting is fighting Kyle MacLachlan in a climactic knife duel, and he's taunting him, he's trash-talking him the whole time, and at one point Sting has the line, "I will kill him!" and it sounds just like that.
The wrestler or the singer?
The singer.
Okay.
Believe it or not, I don't know if that's better or worse.
Me either.
I mean, he did fine in the movie, but it was weird casting, that's for sure.
I hear it is a controversial one that some people think he's terrible and some people think he's great.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I mean, I think I don't have a problem with any of the actors in the film. The movie is just edited strangely and has a lot of like weird like design and narrative choices, I suppose.
Why would there be a totem back there? There wouldn't be. I can't find this last one.
Me and one of the other Kates are putting ourselves up for hooking.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Oh, is it in here? It might be in here.
What the hell?
It's not in here.
I've never seen such rapid fire swinging.
That person clearly has some kind of thing that removes
Mad Grit.
That's Mad Grit that does that?
Yep.
What is that?
That must be that's a combination then of Mad Grit plus the one where there's no recoil or whatever.
That is what Mad Grit is.
Well, no, there's a default. There's a base killer perk that also does that.
Yeah, there's a yellow one. Not a yellow one. I'm sorry, just a generic one that also does that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That one is. The name escapes me. It's on the tip of my brain, but it's not coming out because I've got it focused on Mad Grit now.
What does Mad Grit then do specifically?
When you're carrying somebody, you suffer no not recoil. Recoil is not the word. You suffer no cooldown on your missed attacks. So
that's the same one that I'm thinking of. Then maybe I guess I am thinking of Mad Grit, but it doesn't. That doesn't sound right though. The perk I'm thinking of doesn't seem like it's called Mad Grit. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Well, there's a base killer perk that its symbol is the Wraith's Club,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, which I do not think is called Mad Grit.
No, that's not.
No.
And that
Okay.
just
That one is
decreases
a-
your
that one's
swing miss cooldown by 50%.
Regardless of whether you're
not
carrying
50%.
Right.
30% at most in all situations. I cannot find this final totem.
Oh, you're still looking for it. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
At this point, the killer's been so nice. I don't even care if they kill me.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
when
care
they're this
about the
cool, when they're
points.
just. Well, yeah. 1,500 extra points. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Maybe it's already been cleansed.
Pink, you're the only one who has not been hooked, but he probably won't know that unless you offer yourself, which I'm not telling you to, but just so you know.
Yeah.
All the rest of us are on
Oh, hey guys.
There you are. You missed the party.
Didn't find the totem, but I found the posse.
They won't take it because what?
They probably won't take it because they've hooked each of us twice,
Found it!
so he doesn't know if that's final hook.
Yeah, that's why Pink would have to deliberately do the gesture to say, go ahead and do it. I guess I will also run around and try and find the totem if I can.
I've got it.
There's nothing else going. Oh, you got it. Good. So they weren't running any hexes. Interesting. Well, unless potentially. No.
Unless a situation where no it occurs, yeah, that's the only one that would be possible.
I'm doing it, Jen, with someone. It's Kate. I know that much.
Me and Pink are following Legion somewhere. We don't know where.
Oh, okay.
Casually.
We'll see where this takes us. To adventure.
Sounds like to us, actually. I think he's saying go ahead.
This is a hilarious puddle of cake.
Oh, is that you, Pink?
Yeah. Teabagging.
I'll try to, yeah, I'll try to help to show. Like, yeah, go ahead and get that guy. I don't need the saves. W, do you want the points for the saves?
I guess I'll take it. No one
Yeah,
else
okay.
will.
I'm full up on my stack, so you might as well. Alrighty.
Shuttle bottle time.
Alright,
Cool.
mission success, boys.
She's wiggling. She's wiggling no.
I think she's wiggling come this way. It did
I
kind of look
know.
like no, though, yeah.
Which way did you guys go? I went to the door.
Take this.
Alright. I nodded multiple times and bowed, and yeah, that was cool. Everyone probably got some super points out of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I wish I happened to have brought a cake during that match, but you never know. As was said yesterday, you just don't know.
Indeed.
I got an even square 50,000 points out of that match.
Very nice.
Nice.
Yeah, 50,000 square points for just having fun and doing nothing.
I like it.
Yeah.
Everyone came out of that match with above 20,000 points except Pink, because he sucks.
Yeah.
Well, Pink was busy doing.
Is a perk that they were using that reduces.
Oh
the
yeah,
cooldown
that's
by
the one with
25%.
the. Yeah, that's the one
They used
W and I were thinking of. I knew it. See, I thought they had something to make it go super fast. Wow, that's really good. I've never seen both of those used before ever. I mean, that was like a no. I mean, that's just swing, swing, swing. No cooldown at all.
Now that I think about it, Unrelenting's a pretty good perk to have on Legion, since like if she has completed her Feral Frenzy, then she just becomes an M1 killer.
Mhm.
I guess technically, in a way, depending on what you'd want to sacrifice, that's actually two really good perks for everybody. You know, for any killer.
Well,
I mean, there are so many times where you whiff and you miss.
Not necessarily, like Death Slinger wouldn't benefit very much from it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. That's true.
there's
For
a lot of-
weapon reliant, yeah, for like distant, like Huntress also would not benefit as much. That's true. Trickster.
Yeah.
I'm going back to my default, Kate.
If you play Michael to try and focus on getting him to evil within 3, it doesn't really matter how much you miss your basic attacks.
I guess that's also true.
Sneaky Michael though could benefit from it.
Sneaky Michael. I like that title. You gotta get that other face on Adam, so he doesn't look like Arsenio Hall.
I want him to look like Arsenio Hall.
I mean, Arsenio Hall's cool. It's just such a dopey... That hairstyle is straight from, like, 1992.
Yeah, but he's a teacher.
He's supposed to be dopey.
A dork, yeah. He's a teacher.
Yeah, fair enough. I do like his teacher's sweater.
The outfit I've got is even labeled graduation day suit.
Graduation day suit? Really? That's why he's in the trench? I never realized that. I see. When I look at him before I knew his lore, I thought that he was like a detective.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a bit strange, but yeah, it's supposed to be like, well, it's a teacher's.
He takes that. Yeah, when he comes to class, he takes that overcoat off, and then he's got his tie and everything else underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like his. I'm very well off. I'm respectable. I come to work and have like this rain jacket on. I take it off and then sit down for class, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Switched up to a different challenge for Kate, because I completely... I would have done half the challenge I had in that last match. It was rescue or take a protection hit for 25 total survivors, and I got I needed 2, and I think I got 8 in that one, in that match, just alone. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Where is my... one of these? There we go. Okay, I'm ready.
I am 4 rift tiers away from unlocking the pumpkin suit for Clown.
Oh, nice.
I like
Any way we can... The what did you say?
I was saying I like it.
Oh, yeah.
I fall from a great height while being chased 3 more times.
Oh, sadly, I can't help you with that one, unfortunately.
Unless I've got a Haddonfield offering.
I do, if you want me to use it.
That could be good, yes.
I have one as well.
Let's see. I have 7 of them, so let me just go ahead and use one of mine.
Yeah.
I probably won't use them that often otherwise. I like the stage, but I got it played out way too much around Halloween, and when we play certain games together with certain persons...
You really should be thanking me, because I'm going to make you guys masters of that stage soon enough.
Yeah, that's right. It's like a training course.
Yeah. All those sparring lessons, they paid off.
Yeah. I'm sorry about my crunching, by the way, guys. It's just crispy popcorn, and I haven't eaten yet today, so I'm trying not to be too much of a nuisance while I do it.
Why would you do such a thing as eat popcorn during a Discord call? How very unprofessional of you.
At some point we can switch to Valheim, but at the moment I'm trying to get some stuff worked on with Kate.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, I mean, if that's okay with you. Well, I mean, of course, there's nothing stopping you from doing it, but at the same time, that is true. We were going to do it at the same time. I don't want to dictate. It's just I'm trying really hard to get her to where she's got one last perk, and it's one of those situations that seems to go through every character that I go through, which is that I've gone through like 10 levels with them, 10 blood webs, and that perk is just not fucking showing up. And it's one of the... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say that's why I'm pissed. I accidentally grabbed Left Behind as a teachable perk. It's like, fuck, I don't want to
I have so many crappy perks, and oh my god, let me even just look at her really quick while we're waiting here. Let's see, useless perks. Man. Well, just perks in general. Let's see. Any means necessary, which is a UE perk. Let's see, Breakdown, which is Jeff's perk. We have Deja Vu, which I never use. That's the one that always looks like it's Kindred, but isn't. Detective's Hunch from Tap. Empathy from Claudette. Guardian, which is a decent perk, but that's from Steve. Let's see. Oh god, I have 3 more pages. Deliverance, Counterforce, Adrenaline, No One Left Behind, Poised, Quick and Quiet, Head On, Lightweight, Lucky Break, Breakout, Slippery Meat, Resurgence, This Is Not Happening, Technician, Renewal, Situational Awareness, Solidarity, Streetwise, God, the Shadow Step boon. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple good ones in there, but it's like, these are like 30 perks I will never use, at least on this character. And it's just... Go ahead.
I will say it's funny, like you said, like in short succession, Deliverance, slippery meat, and it's like, the worst version of Deliverance.
The basic Deliverance, the non-DLC, non-pay-to-win.
Hey, that makes it to where I have 3% extra chance. That's a lot. Oh, that's 3 out of 100.
You gotta watch out though. The killer might have monstrous shrine, and that'll counter it.
And that's
the counterplays, man.
Yeah, you know how often those killers are just totally camping the basement. Well, Bubba notwithstanding. To be fair, thankfully, I haven't seen too many basement Bubbas recently. That almost, I hear a lot about it still, but I haven't seen it a lot. So I wonder if that's a passing trend. I hope so.
It's a meme from the past.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think like the bigger problems for basement killers would be ones like Hag or Demogorgon, who can just leave a teleporter in the basement, right?
Right.
Hag is brutal in a basement scenario.
I would imagine.
Absolutely. There's, I might have uploaded the video already, but there was a Hag match I played where I was just testing her out using all 3 of the basic perks, nothing special or anything. And I got my ass handed to me for most of the match, but they never cleansed Devour Hope. So, towards the end, I had acquired 3 of the Devour Hope tokens, so that meant everyone was exposed.
Instant down.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was an endgame situation right as it went off, so I downed somebody immediately, got them down into the basement, downed another person shortly after that, got them down to the basement, then just trapped at the shack, and kind of orbited around.
And evil.
Yeah, vicious and evil, but very effective. I orbited around the killer shack just a couple times over, then somebody was a bit overzealous and wanted to be the hero. I teleported in, they went down, and that was a 3K that I did not deserve.
Did you get any end game chat?
No. I legit tapped in the end game chat. I did not deserve that 3K, but nobody concurred or cussed me out or anything, so I think they're just like, yeah, you didn't, and went on their merry way. Understandable.
I did get cursed out my first Demogorgon game because I unthinkingly put a portal in the basement, and that one got me cussed out.
I hadn't really thought about it. I've never seen a demo use a basement portal. I don't know why not. Seems like a good idea. Is there a limited range between his portals?
Can he put a portal in the basement? The actual basement?
Yes, that's exactly what I did. I put it on basement hook after hooking somebody.
Okay.
And I got cussed out for camping, which I conceded, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. But, what was I going to say? Like, you can put a portal in the basement, but, like, once you get more time with the demo, you realize that's actually kind of a bad idea.
Yeah, you want to put it above the basement, like, outside the doorway or the window, or...
Well, I would think that few people would usually be fucking around by the basement altogether. That would be my outlook.
Yeah, and more than that, like, when demo gets 6 portals, right, Pink?
Yeah.
Like, really, you should plant down 2 as soon as the game starts, and once you get to the final phase where there's 3 gens left, they only need to finish 1. One portal for each gen.
Yes, indeed.
So does he have 6 portals in total, that once someone else destroys them, that's it? He can't put portals down anymore?
No, if somebody destroys it, you get that portal back.
Oh, so he can have 6 portals around them. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, what the fuck are the odds? Legion again.
Well, that's nifty.
It'd be cool if it was the same one. It appears not to be. They're coming after me.
It's a dude. It's a dude. Dude Legion, not chick Legion.
Oh, that's the worst.
I always see it's always white dude Legion. I never see the black dude Legion.
I didn't know there was a black dude Legion.
Yeah.
Well, that would explain it. I've never seen one.
If it's ever a unique Legion skin, it's the Susie skin, because everybody loves Susie.
Yeah. The cutesy one that's wearing the skirt, right?
Yep.
Someone joined in with us, I believe. Anyone there?
Oh, how come I can't join the game?
We're in a game right now.
Oh,
yeah, we're in a match.
Try harder.
Yeah, just do better. Don't suck. That's how you join. Man, we don't want you on our team if you can't even figure out how to join. Buffoon. Yeah, we just started a match, but it'd probably only be about 10 minutes.
Alright.
Yeah, especially it's Haddonfield, which is bad for a lot of killers. It's not so bad for Legion because he gets the heartbeat, so he can tell where we are, but like, I'm getting the generator that's in the top of one of the houses right now, and it's in such a bad spot for the killers, right?
Yeah.
That's why I don't like this match very much.
Yeah.
As killer, I find this map tricky simply because while it's decent for Doctor because he's got a huge globe of map pressure, most killers don't have that, and so most killers are having to spend all their time going not only back and forth across a very long street, but also going up and down any one of like what 10 houses.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know which one has the basement. You don't know which one has a second floor. You don't know which one has the second floor that's got the gen on it. You know,
this is to you. I'm sorry.
Sorry. That's alright. I actually, I barely missed actually getting hit, so that actually worked out all right.
Ow.
Good, they hit you instead, asshole. No, I actually thought they were still on me. No, it's I feel bad because I actually barely managed to dodge the hit, so I'm sad that they got you. You're okay. Now you're doing it on purpose.
Well, she was in a
sorry,
location where
Mike.
she's
Sorry,
not
Lori.
Sure. My ass.
You were on Jen. I should have been more cognizant of your location, but Lori was in a spot where she shouldn't have been, unless she was being chased herself, which she was obviously not being.
Yeah, because if you were, chances are she wasn't.
Is Legion still on somebody?
Yeah, he's still on me. He's on me.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't need to worry about the fact that I just blew a gen.
No, you're good.
He doesn't have, unless I somehow, he doesn't have a, ruin either, which is a bit of a surprise. So if you need to jump off and gen...
I'm thinking he's newer.
Could be. If we win handily, which so far we are, I will express positive sentiments.
Yes.
I always do that. I like to, because I know how it is, especially when you're a new killer, which, again, this person may be.
Alright, Legion is off me. I don't know where he went.
Somewhere near me. I hear him. He's right on me, apparently.
Tell me when he's off you, because I just blew a gen again.
Okay. I'm in Laurie Strode's house. Okay, got stabbed. Downstairs, or outside anyway. I'm running out into the main street. I'll try and lose him around the cop car.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh.
I failed.
Ooh, no you didn't.
Well, that's where I'm at.
I'm kind of nearby, so I'll be able to help you out in a moment.
Alright, first hook, so no hurry.
Oh, hi there.
He might have barbecue. Yeah, might have barbecue.
I would have been too close for him to proc the barbecue.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, you have to be further. Just a lucky guess, I guess.
Yeah. You
Good
might have
place
seen
to
me
jack.
beforehand.
That's also true. Thank you, other K, which I think is W?
Yes.
Okay. Behind one of these... actually, yeah, let's go back behind this thing. Why not? Alright.
You doing alright, Pink?
For now. We're in a standstill here.
Oh, there's the...
I'm running towards that gen that just popped, so make sure you vacate the premises.
Yeah, we're on the opposite... Yeah, we're on the opposite end of the street. In The Running Man, when Arnold Schwarzenegger fights against my favorite of the bad guys, Dynamo, the electric dude, one of the one-liners that he has is, "Follow me, light bulb!"
No!
Alright,
that
so
gen's almost finished. Go, complete it. Lori, please.
Oh, there's one that's almost complete by you?
Yeah.
We'll have to remember that if you and I get chased off of this one.
Yeah. I'm kind of doubtful, though. We'll probably get this thing done by the time he's done dealing with Pink.
Yeah, there he goes. And if he sees Lori, the door is directly behind us.
I froze her for a
Lori
second.
is there and injured. We can finish this generator real quick and then go get Pink.
Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
Yep, I can hang for a while.
W, do you want one of us to get the door and hang back, or do you want us both to go? What do you think?
Yeah, you get the door. I got a flashlight.
Alright, guys, I got the door. And killer's nowhere near me.
Lori's up top in a household somewhere.
She healed herself. I see her.
She might come
I'll
down
99 the door. I won't get the door fully. I'll 99 it just so you guys have time.
Alright.
And from your what? Oh, they bailed!
No, it was a DC. It was a DC. He was just standing there for like a solid, like, me and him were just staring face to face for a good solid, like, 10 seconds before that happened. And I was like, what's happening?
Well, I still got plenty of points, so, I mean, you know, most of us did, except the killer.
Yeah, alright then.
Well, I'll just type bummer, which is a neutral way of saying, hey, killer, I don't know if that was on purpose or what, but better luck next time. But if they DC'd, I'm assuming they won't even see it, so. Yeah, it was definitely a brand new killer. Brand new.
Brand spanking new.
And Legion is not one of the killers you should start off with, I would say. Like, also,
nah.
Start off with whoever interests you most of the time, but if you're specifically trying to, like, just learn the basics, it is quite better to stick with. No, that's not even accurate, because, like, a lot of the killers I would say are basic, like Trapper, are actually fairly hard to learn.
I'm trying to think who my first killer even was.
Trapper, on my end.
God, now that I think about it, I don't remember. I have to go back and look through my old videos. Go ahead, W.
My first was either Wraith or Billy, which, back when Wraith sucked, so it was,
back when he was totally unplayable, D tier at best.
He was kind of trash.
I never thought so. I just never got that. I mean, he's not as I mean, he is just an M1 killer, yes, but I mean, he's invisible and silent, and I mean, makes for a pretty good killer in my opinion. He's basically Michael Myers and Ghostface and everything else, but like 5 times as fast. He just can't hit as hard. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting.
Yeah, but it used to take him way longer to uncloak, so it's just kind of like, okay, killer Wraith is uncloaking, scatter, you know.
That is true. I think the buff just made him too fast, which is why they pulled it back. And then again, everyone was like, okay, he's useless now again. Ugh.
It's definitely an overtuning situation, but what was I gonna say? Like, the way it was before, it was just a maneuvering patrolling tool for speedily going between gens.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
Which was not what people expected out of the killer, who is like, oh, his special ability is he can do the Predator invisibility.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Kind of trying to stuff big handfuls when you guys are talking, so I don't have to keep...
You should hurry up, though.
Oh, God, yes. Never wait to tell me that, you guys. I'm sorry. Half the time what I do is I go into my... Yeah, it's hard to see sometimes because of that thing behind me there. I mean, I can see my red mark now, but when it's not there, it's a big blur of orangish, yellowish red, and I just don't think to notice. Like W, I can barely see the check mark above his head. When she tilts a little bit more and the red is in front of the cloud or the bush back there instead of the sky, I can barely see his check mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right now, it's almost invisible to me.
Look at the one asshole on the team who doesn't have level 50. Point and laugh. Oh,
look at that dumbass. Fucking loser. I bet he's still, well, I was gonna say, I bet he's still Ash, but I can't tell Ash from Silver. I think it's so stupid that they've got both. I mean, isn't that dumb?
Yeah.
It's like you have gold, silver, and bronze, and then another silver, but not as good as silver. Like, what? Make it like red or brown. You know, you have those colors in the game. Come on. But whatever.
I am bronze 1.
I am gold 4.
Which means that Clown now joins the ranks of students who have surpassed the master.
Do you only get that by playing, or like?
Yes, it's accumulated play.
Oh, okay.
It used to be different. The numbers above us, directly above our heads, the numbers 4 and so forth, that used to correlate to how well you did based on whatever the game's algorithm was in determining success. In a game like this, it's hard to know exactly how the game determines success. They said that a lot of things were at play. Then they recently, about 4 months ago, ditched that, and now these ranks, they don't even call them ranks, they're officially called grades, and they simply are an indication of how much time you've put into the game. And as such, on the 13th of every month, they all reset back to the lowest grade, which is level 4 gray, Ash, whatever. And when that happens, you are given free blood points to match however highest your grade was. Yeah. So for a total of, if you get to gold grade 1 with Killer and Survivor, then each of them will be rewarded 250,000 blood points for you to use collectively.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, they used to not do that at all, but then people have said, well, you know, this game's a grind and blah blah blah, and you know, we need more blood points, and so they decided, okay, well then we'll reward you for playing the game more often, and that's exactly what those numbers are.
Is there a point to prestiging characters?
Not much. Well, okay. Supposedly, yes. Supposedly, and I think it's been tested, but minimal effect. When you prestige a character, you can prestige them 3 times, and each time you do it, supposedly the item rarity, the chance of getting slightly more rare items, increases in your blood web by a very small amount with every prestige.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I have not noticed that being much of an effect. My Meg, for example, is prestiged 3 times over and at level 50 currently, which is the highest you can possibly get. That's P350. And I have not noticed any particular, difference with her. The other thing is cosmetically, the character's default outfit, and only their default outfit, will turn bloody. You get a special bloody cosmetic version of their default outfit, 1 piece for every time you prestige.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. So if you see a character that looks like they're covered in blood, that means that they've prestiged their character and they're I guess proud, showing off, whatever. It has its advantage too. It makes the characters darker, which can help you, camouflage more. A P3, prestige 3 Claudette is known as a blendette because not only is she dark skinned, but she's also covered in blood and very dark and hard to see. And people say that basically she's like a walking bush. Like you can't even, you can't even see her, which it's not a racist thing. It's true. I have completely lost blendettes like right after hitting them down. It's like where'd she go? It certainly depends on the map. On Ormond, she'd stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, the ski resort, she is like the one pitch black thing in a full pitch white.
right.
Jason.
It's true. Oh yeah, I forgot. I brought in party streamers for you guys, so let's hope this is a good match. Everyone gets double the points. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I picked up a couple more on Kate last night after adding some of our points from yesterday's games.
I need to go through my survivors and see if I've got any blood point boosters as well.
I probably have a lot of personal ones. In my experience, the party streamers come pretty rarely.
Absolutely. I've been getting them a lot of
Too rarely,
which doesn't do you guys any good.
I actually have more on Killer than Survivor as well, I think. Probably. Wait. Oh, yeah, Killers do get party streamers. I forgot about that. That's so weird. That the Killer can get party... So the Killer can be like, hey, everybody, let's all have fun, even though I'm trying to kill you.
I'm trying to kill you, but I'm being nice and letting you get double the points that you typically would. Yeah.
Yeah. I know that when we had the Legion that farmed with us a little bit ago, I don't know if anyone else noticed, he had cake. So that might have also been why he farmed.
Yep.
That would make sense for Pinhead, by the way. It was just like, I'll spread the pleasure around.
Pinhead's awesome. I want to buy him still. I mean, I agree with the NFT stuff, but my understanding from all the drama that unfolded on a daily basis...
Huntress.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say I think Huntress. My understanding of the
shouldn't be on the top level of the saloon then.
She can hitch up there if she's good, which again most Huntresses seem to be these days. So just be careful. First thing she did was whack something. I saw that much.
By the way, this map is ridiculous as Kate because I go near the saloon and my screen just lights up with pallets and breakables and it's like, oh god, my.
No, I didn't even think about that. Because of that perk, it's like a neon saloon for you. Bunch of fluorescent lights everywhere and shit. This map, for example, is a blendette paradise.
Yes.
Like if you're a Claudette in this map, like you're part of the scenery.
Yes.
It's a great day to be dressed as a banana.
Yeah, you on the other hand are gonna stand out a little bit on this map, sadly.
She's on me.
I see that. I'm gonna go finish your gen up top.
Do that. It's good to finish those early because we don't want to leave like a bunch of gens that she can patrol without even having to patrol. Right?
That's true.
Huntress can be
like,
very brutal on this map.
Yeah, because she can reach so many of the gens from so far away.
Yeah. I've also noticed as killer that it's been
this pallet is terrible.
The pallet's terrible? What happened?
That pallet has terrible positioning. It's right between like just one cactus and like a standing rock, but you can go around it so easily. It might as well not be there.
I love it when there's there's always certain there's certain places where the pallets can show up randomly, and I love it when they show up in those spots where they just seem stupid.
Yeah. She might be new. She keeps missing hatchet shots.
Well, okay, yeah, possibly. I'm heading your direction. She's heading mine, so we'll see how this plays out.
She's coming up to smack me off the gen.
Oh, okay. Then I will go
Oh,
get
she's
W.
hitting the gen before she bothers to get me. Alright then. That's new.
I've done that sometimes. I guess it really kind of depends on how you want to play.
If she has
your
pop,
goal
it's the better decision, but I didn't stick around to check.
And if you're a ranged killer, ordinarily it's not too bad because you can make up for the distance you'll lose by just using the ranged attack. But she didn't bother to do that.
There.
Oh, not me again! I'm already on a hook, damn it!
What the hell?
Do you guys need help over there?
I don't.
Get me! Oh, she's on UW. Good though. You got the. Oh, damn it! Okay, well I'll get you down again, but I'll be more careful. I'll hold back. I'll wait until she goes away, which she was, but then she caught up to you around the same time I did, and I thought she saw me, which I'm still not sure if she did, to be perfectly honest, until the unhooking, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll wait until she's well clear.
Boil over is such a good perk. I nearly escaped while she was carrying me to a hook that was like right next to me.
Boil over is supposed to be pretty good. Never used it myself, but it sounds like it'd be effective.
I want to get it teachable and put it on Ash, because that would be strong.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That'd be good for Ash. Okay, that worked out well. Keep her. Oh no, she's on you. She let me go completely. I don't know what her problem is with you.
Fuck me.
I blew up a gen.
Into the saloon.
She knows that I'm on final hook, so she's trying to go for me that way.
That just seems odd that she would be that aware, but I think you're right. Use those windows. Go ahead.
I know.
Oh shit! Oh damn it! I was gonna ask someone to help W. Too late.
Why have you not been healing?
Half of that's my fault, though. I feel bad about that.
Why have you not been healing, Mike?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I wasn't thinking I was watching you. I was so concerned about W. That's fine. We're good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. I just realized if we got in front of her, we may have been able to buy W enough time for him to slip away. I should have just done that.
I was really hoping she would try to pick Mike up there because I had a flashlight. God damn it. Oh, you mean, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's just a bummer, though. I always feel bad when I indirectly contribute to someone else losing.
I hold still. I'm gonna heal you.
It happens, but you gotta learn some way, you know?
Well, it's just what happened was there was a point there a little bit ago where I said, okay, I'm coming your way, W, and she's coming mine, we'll see what happens. And then Pink was like, oh, she's coming after me up here on the gallows. And that's when I made my move, and apparently after she kicked the gen, she then didn't go after Pink, and instead came back after you.
Yeah.
And that's what threw me off, yeah, I didn't expect her to double back. Her behavior didn't look like she'd be smart enough to do that.
Yeah. She seems to be... She's not quite good enough to be great at chasing yet, but she's got enough time in with the game that she recognizes I need to hook someone 3 times to kill them, and she recognized that she had made so much progress on me, she needed to finish me to make sure that I couldn't be a problem throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, it seems like she's not great, but she has the basics. She understands what needs to be done and the order in which they need to be done, I guess.
She has the knowledge, but not yet the reflexes.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. We were talking earlier about the gens on top of the saloon and so forth. I've noticed that though it's nearly impossible to really... I mean, you have to kind of go after whatever gen you can. But I've noticed that when it is possible, it's good to spread the gens out so that they don't have multiple unfinished gens close together at the end game.
Yeah, and that's why me and Pink were trying to get the gallows generator done early, because Huntress can just throw.
She can just throw right up there. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's a different priority when you're facing Huntress or Deathslinger, is, like, try to get the generators up high early, because when it gets down to that, like, just control the last Ginny's phase, you don't want them to have that ability.
True.
He sees you up there.
Yeah, she actually just threw a hatchet up here, in fact.
Is the one on the saloon still active? I mean, needing to be repaired?
Up on the saloon, that's where I just was, and she just went after me up there.
Okay.
And kicked the gen, sadly.
Outside of the saloon, towards the end of the road, on the left here, from my point of view, there is another gen that needs to be repaired. There's also one in the back corner behind the saloon on the right, from my camera angle anyway.
Clown also needs healing if anyone's got the time.
If I
haven't
find
come
him.
across Clown yet. I helped him with the generator earlier. I've not seen him since.
I got you, Clown. Hide somewhere.
Right,
like, get out of view and
good deal.
I'll follow
Pink,
you.
Clown is right behind you. Pink, Clown is right behind you.
I'm on my way.
Me too.
Wait, hang on. Let me switch to Pink. Pink, turn around, Pink. He's in the little lot at the end. He's in the little end of the road.
He's at the end of the road.
End of the road.
End of the road. Closest to you. He's almost healed. All the same, I got him.
Oh, I hear you grunting out here. There we go. Oh, I can't.
Thank you.
All right,
Yeah,
I helped.
No problem.
Contribution.
It was the thought that counts.
Pink still got assist points for that just by being in the proximity.
I want to help you. I got points for that.
Technically speaking, that is like you are still presenting help. And Pink, you just passed a Dole Totem.
I noticed.
Oh.
Remember, kids, no Ed.
Absolutely.
It is good to be aware of.
Speaking of, I need to start bringing small game again, so I can actually count how many and get a decent indicator as the match goes on.
She's over by the gallows, just so everyone knows.
Roger that.
I've now lost sight of her. I think she went north of the gallows, if that makes sense, towards the saloon.
What's the point of the map as an item?
It will reveal the location of various items such as generators and, what else, Pink? Yeah, the hatch in some cases.
Generators, hooks, the hatch in some cases, when it spawns anyway.
It's got a limited use, depending on how strong it is. You hold down a button, and it will basically kind of like make them all glow. And depending on the add-on, you can do things like make the map last longer. You can make it to where all the other players see the glow when you run your map, even though they don't have one. Stuff like that. Not terribly useful in my opinion. It used to be a lot more useful when the hatch appeared before the end game, because people would use it to scope out where the hatch is and then run away before the match was done.
Pink, that room is cursed.
She wasn't bound to check it because it's all closed off right now, and I was in a blind spot.
Yeah, I would if I were killer.
Why?
There's a lot of breakable doors. You get points for breaking those.
That's true. I love this map for killer for breakables. I know that we've got the gen still up on top of the saloon. There's got to be another one somewhere.
It's gone down to nothing. Pink's working on it now. She kicked it. It's gone down to nothing.
All right. There's another one somewhere. I'm guessing it's behind the buildings across from the saloon. That's my guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was a risk you just took, Pink.
Paid off?
She's on top of the saloon. She's really checking that. She doesn't want anyone to get that gen up there.
Oh no. I know there's a gen out here somewhere on the edge of the map. It's got a multiple pallet nearby as well. I just can't remember which side of the map. Might be opposite from where I'm currently at. So I'll go
sometimes a gen will appear on one of those little short ladders or short sets of stairs that lead up. Yeah, I'm guessing that might be one. Maybe that's why we're not finding it.
I nearly always get one there.
Found one.
I rarely
it's behind
do.
the gallows. Behind the gallows.
Behind the gallows. Okay. Oh, I think I know where you're at. All right. I saw her kick that not too long ago. So be careful.
There's a little tent pitched up out here. I got some barrels.
Yeah, both Pink and Clown have worked on that one at different points, and she's kicked it both times.
Okay. I will go over to the top of the saloon then, so she's got two to pick from.
Good deal.
So that if she's looking around. She's coming into the killer shack. Sorry.
She's definitely trying to keep an eye on the saloon. She's going behind the gallows.
I noticed.
Her map pressure's pretty good.
It's a huntress. She's gotta have good map pressure.
Yeah, she's really doing a good job of staying mobile. Okay, I am now heading towards the saloon, whatever, generator, and
She is on clown. She is on clown.
Okay.
I'm coming up to help with the saloon.
Yeah, you guys need to. While clown makes time for you, you need to make good use of it.
Absolutely.
Shit.
As you blow it up.
I know. She's coming
Clown,
this way now.
Be careful, clown. Don't take her to the.
Damn it! I'm sorry. Damn it! What a fucking mess that was.
Oh, damn. You did a good job though, clown. You're able to give them a lot of time. I think Mike fucked it a little.
I did. I fucked it good. Yeah, I'm using a tool. I was trying to concentrate on what she was doing and not concentrating on the very important task of getting a generator done without fucking it up.
If you're gonna get started on the one behind the saloon,
I'm on the other one.
grab
Yeah.
clown.
Pink move.
Move it.
She's going up to check that Jenny.
If we just go back and forth between these two gens, we'll have this. We just have to be careful not to get killed in the process.
Pink, she's on you. She's on you. Hatchet throw.
Ow! Run.
Oh, no.
Other
Shenanigans right there.
The other gen's at about 70% now, guys.
Good deal. You're gonna have to save clown, because
They're both hooked? Shit, okay. Alright. On my way.
legit, my bar was filled and I thought I saved the day, but no. I got yoinked.
She didn't have to spend the time on cooldown because she threw a hatchet instead of hitting you with the axe.
Very true, very true. My bar still lied to me though, so I'm not happy about that.
The take the hit and then go for the unhooked strategy doesn't work quite as well against Huntress because she can do that.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta run, boy. You gotta run.
Oh, fuck me!
The hell was that?
Fire alarm.
Fire alarm.
Oh god, deal with that. Okay, good. She hit me.
It's the hatchet.
Oh, whoa, that was a good miss. Thank you. Oh, damn!
Oh,
So fucking close. Damn it.
Very.
I thought that her miss would have been enough. Maybe she's also using one of those swing perks. Good job, Pink. I'm sorry, Clown. This is my first hook. Deal with. If anything, just go do the gens, guys. Don't even worry about me. She's gonna be expecting you to come after me. That one gen behind the gallows is pretty close to done. Oh, well, good job, Clown. Thank you. She's right there, though. Be careful.
I'm gonna pop open this chest real quick.
This is a bad situation. Uh-oh. Clown, no!
Yeah, this is it for me.
Clown!
Our clowny friend.
Clown!
Clown? Clown? I wouldn't have gotten it if not for Pink's reference to the music.
That was me, asshole!
I'm sorry, I know it was you. I just said the wrong name.
Yeah.
Gen behind the gallows, 85%.
Alright, I'll come help you with that in a moment.
90, about 95. She's coming. I'm gonna get it before you are. Haha.
Alright, I'm actually gonna go for the far end door.
Alright, I barely avoided a hatchet. Oh, yep. Second hook, I'm still alright. Get the door first. It might be Go ahead, W.
This might still be a situation where Pink just has to leave.
Yeah, I was about to say the same.
She's coming to get me.
She's
slugging.
If you can get away and get the door, go ahead and do so, because otherwise if she...
Mike recover.
Yeah, what am I thinking? Not a bad idea. I was actually looking for...
She's not going to hook you, she's slug you, and she wants to get me next.
That she does.
If you recover Mike, though, Pink can grab you like pretty well instantly. And
Yeah. I wasn't thinking. That's something I should do a lot more of.
Thinking is usually good.
It is. It comes in handy sometimes. Don't go for me yet. If you see me, I'm only halfway healed.
All right.
If you can hide, if you can get away from the chase or whatever, that's good.
I'm gonna cleanse a dual totem while I'm here.
Just be careful. She's not far from us. Oh, she found me.
Oh, she did.
Just when I got healed, in fact.
All right,
then don't worry about me if you can. Just get the door.
All right, now I gotta find the door.
I thought you had the one almost done.
I started on it, but she had started walking my direction.
Okay. Well, I'll.
She's got Mike in a position where she can patrol between the gate and Mike.
So you might want to go for the other door then, because she'll probably stick around me. Well, right. I don't know. I just saw her run past me going towards the killer shack. I'm gonna buy as much time as I can.
I don't remember where the doors are at.
Past these buildings, past these shops.
Right.
She's coming back towards the side buildings, across from the saloon.
She's probably gonna run over and check that gate, so give her a little bit.
She probably will not check where you're standing, though. Now she's back by me.
All right.
She's going into the saloon. Or nope, she's going back in your direction.
That's not great.
No, she doesn't know you're there. Be careful though, she's still coming your way.
In theory, I've made it past the threshold. I should be able to get out alive.
Alright, that's it for me.
Go.
I'm gone.
Alright. That was
Sorry,
surprisingly
I had to
challenging.
leave you for dead there,
No.
yeah.
I understand. That's how it goes. That was the right decision. Can't save everybody. Yeah, that actually, despite the fact that she wasn't great, she managed to do a very good job.
Indeed.
In the heart, mind, and body trifecta, she had good enough mind to make up for the heart and body. Oh, she was level 1.
Wow.
Okay, so
gold level 4. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Gold 4, but her Huntress was level 1 because she only had the one perk.
Oh yeah, that's something I should specify to Clown. The supposedly there's some debate about this, but this is what the developers have said. The grades, you know, how much you play and how high your number goes or whatever, will remain consistent regardless of your survivor. However, supposedly your speed at which you accumulate grades will be independent to each killer that you play. Like in other words, like right now I'm Doc all the time, so right now I am level 4 of gold, or I think level 1 of gold, whatever. I'm gold level Doc. If I switch to, let's say, Huntress, even if it says that I'm still level gold, it will take forever for me to improve that grade because supposedly, you know, in other words, how fast you accumulate, how fast you rise in grade is shared between survivors, but supposedly independent between killers. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I got it.
That's what I've read. That's what the developers said.
The developers lied to you.
They might have. I mean, what are you saying?
I'm Silver 4 as Clown, and I've played Clown 10 matches. I'm Silver 4 as Oni, and I've only played Oni once.
But the grade might stay the same, but I think the opponents you face I don't know then. I don't know. I honestly don't know. All I know is that they said
I think you're confusing it with the MMR. Each killer has a unique MMR. All your survivors.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. That's what I'm thinking of. Yes, the quality of the opponents that you face is supposedly the same when you play Survivor, but different depending on which killer you play. You're right.
That's stupid.
It really is.
Go ahead. You guys present your arguments.
It's complicated because MMR is just a complicated thing. Let me read it.
Yeah.
Actually. Wait, Alex isn't here, so never mind. That would be dumb. It's complicated because to me, it's from my point of view, my opinion anyway. If you have experience with any killer and are good with any killer, you're not going to be terrible with any other killer you pick up because
I don't agree with that.
The base fundamentals of every killer are the same.
Well,
in my opinion,
what, you can always stop using your ability and just start using M1.
But because they have all their individual abilities, getting good with each one is going to be a different situation.
Getting
whereas
good
all
with
the
each
survivors
one is a very different situation, but the bare minimum skill requirement for playing killer, at the end of the day, the base game boils down to the killer moves faster than the survivors, and he has his mouse one click, which is your basic melee attack. And as long as you have that, you will always be able to do at least decent with any killer you pick up, barring the nurse, because she moves slower.
Yeah.
Here's my counter argument. I get what you're saying, and I do understand where you're coming from, but here's how it works, though. With survivors, if you take away all their perks, they are completely identical. They are just cosmetically different. There's nothing at all to differentiate them whatsoever. With killers, if you play all killers without perks, every one of them has a different power.
Very true.
Yes. But
they inherently have different abilities where survivors do not have inherent abilities. In other words, when everyone in the game is stripped of perks, killers are all different from one another, where survivors are not.
Very true.
Yes, but MMR is there to ensure that, for one thing, competent players get a good challenge, and to ensure that new players don't get stomped.
Yes.
And if I put in 100 hours as Trapper, and then I'm like, actually, I'm gonna play Billy today, and it's like, all right, well, we've given you all level 1s. Have fun slaughtering.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the part where I feel like it's kind of broken in a way, because there are plenty of times where, I've played Demo, Ghostface, and Pig a lot, so their MMR is set, and I'm where I quote-unquote need to be in that regard. But if I swap over to Hillbilly or to Wraith or any of the other killers that I haven't played like at all, Clown, I haven't leveled him up at all, I'm still going to have my basic fundamentals of I know how to play this game, I know how to mind game, I know what survivors are typically going to do in any given chase, and I can capitalize on that greatly.
Yes.
And for a new survivor just picking up the game for the first time, assuming they are in fact new to the game, they will not have that base knowledge going in. They won't know what pallets are safe, what pallets are not, what windows you can vault safely, what windows you cannot. They won't know how to properly loop the killer shack. There's just a ton of information that they will not be privy to that I will be able to take advantage of. So
I guess what we're saying is
that's kind of where I feel like it's broken, but because I'm also going to be facing a bunch of noobs straight off the bat, and I will likely be getting 4Ks right off the bat, assuming I'm not trying to fix the system in a way where I won't be facing people much harder than a newbie. And yeah, I'll probably get pushed back up to the MMR that I quote-unquote should be at. But from the basic starting point, I feel like it can be kind of very extreme to a degree that I'm not always 100% confident in.
Yes.
Well, the way it worked before, you have to remember, is that before it was essentially random. You'd go against just whoever you went against, and there was like no rhyme or reason. And they wanted to fix that so that people who were new didn't get stomped, and people who were experienced didn't just have, as they call them, potatoes to face up against.
Yes.
And they tried to do it the best that they could, but you make a good point that there's only so much that you can do to try and balance out the killer game, because while each killer is unique because of their inherent powers, you are right that in playing any killer, after a little while, you will pick up basic fundamentals that are transferable between each killer. As you said, like how to loop and how to get around pallets and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So it's almost to me as if they try to do their best to try to balance the game, but there are certain things that are just based on not only human experience but also randomization that can't be controlled, and so they kind of they almost had to come up with a compromise. Yeah. Really. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's. From my side, I would say that all the killers should have the same MMR, just because, like, if you're already ultra experienced with one killer, you shouldn't be that upset at getting a 0K when you try a new killer, because you've already played enough of the game to not be that dependent on it for confidence.
Well, but here's the thing, though.
Like, you already know that you got to go through a learning phase when you're trying a new killer, so it's not like you're going to get scared off from the game, whereas if every killer has different MMR, and if I go in as Michael with 0 hours after getting 200 hours as Wraith, and I just stomp, then those new survivors are going to be like, man, I fucking suck at this game. Uninstall, refund.
Right, which they're trying to avoid, and I understand that. But you also have to think, like look at me with Doc, for example, and then look at how it was with Nurse. With Doc, I'm not joking. I literally get accidental kills with Doc all the time. There are times I'm trying not to kill people and I kill them with Doc because whatever, it's like, the way I play, people don't want to go get the save or whatever, however it goes. But then when I switch to someone like Nurse, or if I switch to someone like Twins or whatever, if the MMR is the same, I'm going to be playing someone who is way harder to use, who I have way less experience with, whose powers I'm don't even know what buttons to press, like in the case of the Nurse. And I'm then going to be playing against the same type of competition I played against when I was killing everybody with Doc. That's also, I think, not right. That's way... No. I don't agree with that. I don't think that by picking up... I just simply think the killers are too different, that if you pick up one, their skills are not so transferable to all the others that you should just flat out be facing the same opponents.
Ooh, Bubba.
Okay.
It's been a while. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow, that was fast.
That's really not good.
Bub and his fucking chainsaw. Although I didn't hear the chainsaw. Did he grab you?
No, he chainsawed me. He chainsawed me.
I didn't hear it from over here.
He working on the generator.
Fucking prick.
Yeah, he's on the other side of the map from me, so I couldn't hear the chainsaw either.
We were talking about the... Go ahead.
If you're already an experienced player who has already gone through the loop of learning a new character, I think it's far more reasonable to tell them, just shut up and deal with it and learn, than it is to tell someone who doesn't know what they're doing at all on any level. Just shut up and
I definitely agree there should be some kind of system to balance it. It's just difficult because if you balance it to where the skills do not transfer at all between killers, then you're in a situation like you said. But then if you instead go with the system to where the killer's abilities are all, the MMR is all the same between killers, then you're going to be in a situation like I'm in, where then for me the game isn't fun, because then it's the reverse. Instead of the survivors being the noobs, here I am being stomped by the noob, because, just because I'm good with Doctor, the game assumes I'm going to be good with, I don't know, the Cenobite, Pinhead. And it's like, that's so not...
You've already been
but they're so different. They're completely different play styles, though. They involve entirely different strategies.
I know, but you've already been through what you know. You don't understand. I'm not.
All you've done is chase people and hit them. That doesn't mean that you're going to know how to use every killer's power well.
I'm not saying that you should be good at Pinhead with no practice just because you've got tons of practice.
But you're saying I should be going against the same type of competition that I would be going against when I'm playing as a killer that I'm good with.
Yes.
I don't understand how that makes any sense to you.
What I'm saying is you've already been through the learning cycle. I'm not talking about the individual lessons you've learned, but you've already had to go through the whole thing of learning Doctor, so you know how it is to learn a character. So with Pinhead, eventually I'll be good at this.
So what you're saying is, if I'm understanding you correctly, is, okay, well, you already did it with Doctor, so there you go. You did it with the one. You had to start from the ground up, and you made it, you did it, you're good. So it's just the same thing with just choosing a different character. You just do the same thing. You just start over, and you get good, and you eventually get better. Is that... Okay, then I understand where you're coming from. Go ahead, Pink, I'm sorry, what was that?
I was yelling at Alex to stop.
Oh.
He was running as I was trying to heal him.
I'm sorry, I'm used to Mike, who's the opposite way around. Mike will run a fucking mile before he won't let you heal him. So I was like, oh, Mike must be onto something.
Yeah, no, honestly, I've learned that the further away you get when you heal, the killer will usually, not then try to cover all that ground to come find you.
Yeah.
Experience shows you don't heal close. I've gotten so many survivors that way, but then again, I've got Doctor who's got the high range. But go ahead, go ahead.
Doctor is 100%. You need to get some distance before you can do anything.
Yeah.
But what was I going to
say? I think if I can be presumptuous enough to summarize what I think you're saying, is that you can look at the MMR can work one of two ways. You can either make it to where the poor new survivors are always getting stomped, because you're let me rephrase. You're essentially saying that as someone who's played well enough and long enough to be really good with the killer, they should have the disadvantage of starting fresh with a new killer and going against strong opponents or whatever, as because they have already at least.
He's got barbecue. He can see.
This is way too complicated anyway. I think we should focus on the match. We can talk about it later. I think we understand each other. We see it a little different, but I think we get it.
I think the simplest way of phrasing it is, you don't, when you start a new killer after having already been experienced with one killer, you don't know how to play the killer yet. You haven't learned how to play the killer yet.
But you do have advantages from having played the other killer that you're good at.
And you've already learned how to learn. Whereas
Yeah.
the
Oh, he's
survivor
coming, he's
doesn't
coming.
even know how to learn yet.
I do see where you're coming from. I don't necessarily disagree. I do think it's an imperfect system regardless, unfortunately. But yeah, I do get what you're saying.
Well, it's always that situation that goes back to, well, if you just want a session where you can just practice on people without worrying about getting...
And there needs to be some kind of bot match where people can just practice as Survivor or Killer, which they can, but only against Trapper.
Yeah, well, and I was about to say, like, don't even, like... Because programming AI takes a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just have, like, a practice range mode, almost.
Yeah, people have been arguing for that for a while, and I'm all for it.
Like, just a place where you can dig around with nurse teleports, where you can dig around with your hatchet pros as Huntress, your bot pros as Clown.
Sure, everything, yeah.
I think.
Well, before I forget, I'm sorry, just really quick, this is actually to your advantage. Not to interrupt you, but totally off subject.
Oh, no, he doesn't have Jolt. That's just Clown blowing that generator.
This is...
I didn't tell a skill check just then. It just, like, blew up out of nowhere. Yeah, it was weird.
This is
he's got Jolt now.
all right. W, for you, this is a good. If you can, this is a good jump out of the window height, Matt. If you weren't thinking about it, if you can jump out of the window as a. Oh, go ahead. Are you done with that already?
Got that challenge last game.
Oh, you finished. Oh, okay. I'm glad
He's
for you
on
then.
me, so somebody should save Pink.
Okay. I am. There's someone way closer. All right. I'm farthest away. I'm on a gen. Yeah, we need to focus. This is a Bubba's too difficult. Damn it.
That's it for me, boys.
That is a shame.
That is a shame.
It is what it is. But what was I saying? Like, I think part of the thing, inevitably, I think, has to just be developing a mentality of not getting that embarrassed if you get a 0K.
It's not really embarrassment though, it's frustration. Like with you guys playing as the nurse, it was fine. It was like, wow, I suck. But if that were a game and I was playing against not just even like the average survivor, which I would have sucked against, but like good survivors that I play against as Doc, I would be so fucking humiliated. My games would last 5 minutes, and I wouldn't really have the experience. I wouldn't be able to play against somebody who allows me to have the experience to get better, because the games would end very quickly without me being successful.
Well, they drive your MMR down.
That is true.
Like, I just, like, when I was doing, like, a couple practice games with Nurse, I just ignored the survivors altogether.
Which, as you mentioned that, I think that's a good idea.
Oh crap, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's alright. That was... Sorry, go ahead, I was laughing at Pink.
There are some killers, though, where you can't really do that. Like, if you want to practice Deathslinger, you can't really ignore the survivors because Deathslinger's ability doesn't do anything unless you've got somebody who's using it, you know?
Right. That's another good example, though, as to my counterpoint, is that, let's say, for example, you are really good with Doc, or, you know, whomever, and you're used to really good survivors, and then you switch to Deathslinger, and so now you're still facing against good survivors, but you're failing left and right because they're able to avoid you because you suck as Deathslinger. So how do you get better as Deathslinger? I guess that leads to your point, which is not, I think, inherently wrong, which is, well, you just get good. You just keep playing and keep playing and keep playing, just like you did with the first killer that you got good with.
Yeah.
Which is not an unfair argument.
Yeah, and it's, of course, different things for different learning methods as well, because some stuff is practice, but some stuff is reading guides, some stuff is watching videos on YouTube, you know?
Yeah.
Because that can be very helpful, like, when you run into, like, we got that Huntress last match, and that Huntress, her reflexes weren't so hot, she wasn't quite so good at predicting where we were gonna go, but she had a good mind for knowing how things should go, mechanically.
Right.
And that one you can get more so from reading guides or watching videos. Whereas comparatively, like, just learning where people, like, figuring out, oh, people tend to go here, tend to hang a left here, that comes from experience.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, again, we feel a little bit different. We're on like a little bit different side of the same coin, but again, I think your argument has merit. The more I understand it, I do see where you're coming from. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the game should be balanced in such a way to where new survivors are given the most opportunity. you know, an experienced killer, like I mean, someone just picking up the game and trying it for the first time, they should be the ones who have the fairest chance. You know, by that I mean they should be allowed to be able to play the game, get into it, try to figure stuff out. They shouldn't always have to worry about the risk of going against a killer who's just going to wipe them out.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
especially at the lower skill levels where the survivors, like, the killer's gameplay, aside from the oddity of the hooks, is much more intuitive. Whereas just like, oh, I'm playing as Leatherface, I need to go and kill people.
Just go kill people, yeah.
Whereas Survivor is much less intuitive, and it's much more like, what should I be doing?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. Oh, bad luck, clown. That was unavoidable. I managed to loot Bubba for a good minute. I feel pretty accomplished in that regard.
Yeah, you did good.
That's, I don't normally do very well with looping, especially against a guy like Bubba, but, he's a tough one. He's a very, obviously, dangerous opponent to get anywhere near.
Yeah, you gotta keep him in the looping, close quarters kind of environments, because he loves open spaces.
Yeah, because there's nothing to hit and, you know, deflect his, saw.
Yeah, and he can just use the chainsaw burst to close any distance he's got on you.
Yep, which is, I think, is what he did to both of us here at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, he 100% used the chainsaw dash to get Clown there. Otherwise, if he just stuck with the default tantrum he gets, he wouldn't have been able to reach him in time for cooling down.
I don't remember. Once both people are hooked, isn't the game supposed to end?
Yeah.
You're on your second hook. You were still on your first, so...
Oh, so because I had a chance to... Yeah. Which I should have done now that I think about it. Yeah, it would have just failed anyway, it always does.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot about that. It's not until the second hook. Yeah. It's been so long since I was in a situation where I and one other player were both equally... both on the hook at the same time.
I'm gonna give that a GGWP.
Yeah. I'll give it a GG.
But,
I will give it a...
People only ever unhook themselves without deliverance if you're playing killer. Doesn't it seem that way?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, it does. To be fair, I've gotten a couple, like he saves where it was like, oh my god, and I think maybe once it might have actually, like, helped me save and win the game. There's been, like, a couple of those, like, ultimate, oh my god, yeah, I can't believe it, you know, but that's, like, so fucking rare. I mean, what's the base? Like, even if you get that perk to purple, what is slippery? Or not slippery meat. I'm sorry. What what is in totality? Unless you're using the perk you guys were just talking about. What is it, like 10% or 8% or something? Not even that high.
No, without slippery meat, it's like 2%, maybe 1%. With slippery meat, it can boost up to like 6 or 7%.
6 or 7? That's the highest it gets.
Yeah.
Jesus. Why even bother? What a terrible... Yeah, my god. I mean, even 20%... Nah, 20 might be a little high. But still, you only get, like, 3 chances until you're on second hook. What's the difference?
Well, technically, mathematically speaking, you can add together the 3... if you have 3 times you can try it, and it's 7% each time, then you can add them together, and it does...
For a total of 21%, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way of looking at it. But it's really not, though, when you think about it, because it's not 20%. It's still, each attempt is only 7%. You really can't look at it that way. Each attempt
you're right,
is only 7%. Yeah, like for a second there, I was like, well, yeah, you're right. Actually, that is right. But then the more I thought about it, it's like, no, each attempt only goes as high as 7%. But no, you're right. I mean, they're both right and wrong. It depends on how you look at it, I guess.
Statistically, I'm trying to remember. I took college statistics, guys. Statistically speaking, the way it should work, I think, because... Oh, shit. Oh, my brain here.
This is the value of college right here.
Like, well, I know the way I think... I know the way I was taught to do it, but I'm trying to think of whether or not it applies.
I am too. Yeah, I mean, I did not take college statistics or whatever, so I don't know. I don't have that knowledge you have, but I too am sitting here trying to think of how I would apply it. Like, if you have 3 chances to do something and each one has a 7% chance, does that mean you only ever have a 7% chance, or does that mean you really do have a 21% chance? I guess it kind of does.
The method I know is multiply all of them. But if you take 0.7 times 0.07 times 0.07,
oh god,
that's going to be like an infinitesimally small number, which statistically that can't be right, you know? That would add up to like a 0.00031 chance of, or whatever, of getting off the hook.
That sounds about right.
Which would make no fucking sense, because that implies that your odds of getting off the hook go down every time you get off the hook, which is not the way that works. So it's got to be additive. It's got to be additive. It's got to be. Multiplication works. The way multiplication works is the odds of getting all those at the same time. So if you wanted to calculate the odds of you attempting to get off the hook 3 times and successfully getting off the hook 3 times, which would defy all logic, but nonetheless, if you were trying to calculate the odds of getting all 3 successful hook escape attempts in a row, all happening, then you would multiply it. But if it's 3 instances of what are the chances of me passing on one of these 3 instances, then it would be additive. But if it's like, what are the odds that I get hooked, unhook myself, get hooked, unhook myself, get hooked, unhook myself in a row, uninterrupted, then it would be 0.07 times 0.07 times 0.07.
Right. I mean, we can also reverse it and say, I have a 7% chance to get off the hook, so every time I make an attempt, every time, there's a 93% chance I'm going to fail. Each time I try this, 93 of the numbers are against me, and only 7 of them are for me. And that doesn't change no matter how many times I attempt it. I can never go above 93% chance of failure.
Yeah.
So when you look at it that way, it's not additive. It's not cumulative. It's I wonder how they have it programmed. I think they probably have a program to where literally just if you attempt it once, boom, 7% chance, period. Attempt it again, boom, 7% chance, period. So in that way, but then we go right back around in a circle to where it's like, well, but still, you're getting 3 chances at 7%, which means that, you know, you have 20% chance. I don't know. I give up. The more I think about it, I'm not sure which one's right. I guess I can't make myself care enough about math to need to know the right answer.
Pink Clown, this is what it sounds like when 2 people who don't know math very well are trying to have a revelation.
Well,
I don't know math
than I even
at all, so I'm just not participating, and I'm pretending to understand what you guys are talking about, but I'm over the corner like, yeah, there are numbers here.
Yeah, that's the camp I'm in as well.
I'm the guy who argued with my teacher about the need for advanced math so hard that she eventually just passed me out of the class because she was sick of dealing with it. So for better and worse, that's me.
I can't speak for Pink or Clown because I think we're pretty well all. Pink's a couple years apart from me, but it's a couple significant year apart from me. I was probably one of the first generations of kids that honestly, when I got to advanced math classes, they just handed me a fucking calculator.
Right. Yeah, you're telling me about that.
I wish.
Yeah. With me, it was pen and paper and a thick textbook with all kinds of fucking gibberish and numbers and letters slapped together and find the fucking square root of the hypotenuse triangle or whatever the fuck. It's like, I want to draw and write for a living. What the fuck is this? You know, they're all you'll need it. No, I won't. I would literally say, like, list me examples of how this is going to be important in my life. And they couldn't. The best they could do is say, well, what if you want to be like a carpenter and make blueprints? I won't. Next. And like I said, they just got sick of it. They're like, just do your work.
Shut up, kid. You bother me.
Generations is, in your time, I bet the phrase you always heard was, you won't always have a calculator on you.
Yes, I did hear that. In fact, I did. You are correct about that.
And the phrase my teacher said when he was handing out calculators...
You want to always have the internet? The internet might go down?
What he said was, you kids are lucky. Nowadays, I can't say you won't always have a calculator on you.
That is totally true. I think that's funny, actually.
Worked out better, though. Let me tell you, when I was in elementary school, I hated doing stuff by hand and working out the individual numbers. But let me tell you, math's a lot more fun when it's just remembering formulas and nothing else.
I mean, I suppose so. With me, one of the reasons I hated math is just because to me, my opinion, this is a very cynical opinion. My opinion is that advanced math, like algebra and, well, really, like algebra, calculus, shit like that, I've said this to at least one of you, so you might know where I'm going, but, like, you see, like, in movies or occasionally commercials or whatever, like, the stereotype of someone, like, working on a giant blackboard that's like this super complex problem and no one can figure it out. Who? I'm sorry?
Scatter.
Who? What was the first word? It sounded like you said adder.
I was telling the guys on the gen to scatter.
Oh, scatter. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes.
But yeah, you see the guy. I'm nearby, by the way. I'm right around the corner. You see like the person working on a giant blackboard trying to do the super complicated formula that no one's ever been able to figure out, and I'm like, why does that exist? Why is that even a thing, except for people who are like hard on for math to feel really good about themselves?
Astronomy.
Okay, well, but then astronomy, yeah, that's a whole other thing I'm kind of cynical about. The sun is exactly whatever, blah, 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 so many million degrees, and you threw a really strong thermometer up there to determine that? Okay. Well, you know, but math isn't, no, you don't know for a fact, and it's just a fucking guess, and you can theorize all you want, but there's no guarantee. Fuck you. Damn it!
Well, that's all,
I thought you finished healing me.
That's all science.
Sorry.
Theoretically speaking, we could be in the Matrix. You don't know.
I know. I used to wonder about that when I was a little kid. I used to be like, you know, not that it's like, it was cool before the Matrix, but like when I was a little kid, I would say to my friends at recess, like, guys, wouldn't it be weird if we were in a dream right now, and we didn't know it? And like one of my friends would be like, yeah, and he'd stomp up and down saying, wake up, wake up. You know, trying to wake up the hypothetical person who's dreaming our lives. You know, you don't know. Yeah, how do we know? Maybe there is a God, and this is God's dream. We're all just like living a dream right now. We're not.
Did my Discord get out, or is my it's probably my Discord. Is it saying anything? Oh yeah, that's my internet. Good lord. That's not good. That's not good. Well then, I'm gonna cut recording here, and we'll see.
Got cut off and then didn't respond.
That's unfortunate.
I think I heard a blip of him talking just now. Pink, if you're talking, we can't hear you. Just so you know.
I can hear you.
Oh, there you are.
But I couldn't earlier. Because I guess my internet had a hiccup.
Fair enough. We were probably going to lose this match anyway because it's fucking Ghostface in a costume, so...
That's a shame, because I brought streamers.
Oh, you did? That was you? That sucks. I hate when the person who brings them is the one who loses out. That's the worst.
And I have to wait 5 minutes. No!
That's also unfair. You didn't disconnect on purpose. The game should know that.
Gives me time to take a piss, though.
Yeah, very true.
And maybe call your doctor to look into that. I'm telling you, W. You need. I know. They're the ones who can prescribe you something to help with that super hyper bladder of yours.
You mean drugs?
Drugs?
Yep.